Look closely at your suffering. It is rarely the event that breaks you. It is your attachment to it. The need for things to go your way. The need for people to stay the same. The need for life to obey your expectations. You hold tightly to outcomes, to identities, to stories about how life should be. And the tighter you hold, the more it hurts. What if peace is not found in control, but in release? From childhood, we are taught to chase success, approval, security. We build plans, we build attachments, we build fragile expectations, but life moves like water, unpredictable, unconcerned, unowned. The Stoics understood this. They reminded themselves daily, you do not control events, you control your response. And even your response must not cling, because attachment is the root of disturbance. Detachment is often misunderstood. It is not coldness, it is not indifference, it is not a lack of love. Detachment is loving deeply without trying to possess. It is working hard without tying your worth to the result. It is experiencing joy without fearing its end. A flower blooms. You admire it. You do not demand that it bloom forever. Why do we suffer? Because we argue with reality. We say, this should not have happened. They should not have left. I should not have failed. But reality does not negotiate. It simply unfolds. The Buddhist monks call this non-attachment. The Stoics call it acceptance of nature. Different words, same wisdom. Resist what is, and you suffer twice. Accept what is, and the storm weakens. Detachment is a practice, not a switch. First, observe your grasping. Notice when your mind says, I need this, I can't lose this, I must control this. Pause. Ask yourself, is this within my control, or am I fighting the current? Then gently loosen your grip, not with force, but with awareness. Like opening your hand after holding a stone too long. The relief is subtle, but real. When you detach, you do not lose life. You gain clarity. You begin to act from wisdom, not fear. You love without anxiety. You work without desperation. You speak without needing approval, because your peace no longer depends on fragile conditions. It comes from within, and what comes from within cannot be taken. There is quiet strength in detachment. The world cannot manipulate what it cannot hook. Insults lose power. Praise loses control. Loss loses its sting. You still feel, you still care, but you no longer cling. And in that space, between experience and attachment, you find something rare, freedom. The art of detachment is not about escaping life. It is about meeting life without chains. Hold lightly. Love fully. Release gently. Everything changes, everything moves, everything passes, but a steady mind remains. And in that steadiness, you discover the silent wisdom.